Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. Hey, on this episode of Kiki Loves Nigeria, I want to talk to you guys about something serious. Not that we don't always talk about something serious, but this time I want to talk to you about something that I just realized today. I just put the pieces together today while I was listening to this song by Lauryn Hill. Now, the name of this song is called The X Factor. Now, this song is about a bad relationship. Basically, you're in a relationship where you break up, you get back together, you break up, you get back together. You love me this minute, the next minute you don't, But when it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's bad. But for some reason, you can't leave this relationship. So, I'm watching ES video with my sister, and we listening to the song, and I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful song. So she tell me this morning, I'm not even realizing this is a new song by Lauryn Hill, but I knew it was Lauryn Hill singing. So we were talking about ES's video and how sad it is that ES is, she left her house and she has to go and start all over again and, basically from the ground up. And this song was playing in the background of the video and it just kind of moved my heart. It just touched me to my heart, to my core. And you know what I realized? I told my sister, that song is exactly what's going on with ES and her relationship with Ghana. This is what, the third time ES has had to rebuild? The third time? And I started thinking, I played the song on my way home from work, and I was like, wow, this song tells the story of the Black Americans' relationship with West Africa. Yeah. I always use videos and I always use music to help educate people. Now, this song is going to educate you on how deep this relationship is with the Black American and the West African. People, you have to understand this relationship to understand what's going on with us in West Africa. You have to know that this relationship is not something that your mind can grasp or even understand. Because when you look at it logically, especially when I look at it logically, because look at all the stories I've reported on my channel. Look what I talk about on my channel. Look at all the terrible things that have happened to us on my channel. Not one time have I told you all, don't go to Africa. Not one time have I told you all, don't go to Gambia, don't go to Ghana, don't go to Nigeria, don't go to Cameroon. Not one time. Because see, once you've been loved by Africa, you understand. All the things that we see and all the things that we hear, that's not truly Africa. It's not. And you gotta understand that, people. You gotta understand that. And that's what keeps us going back. That's what keeps us going back. And I'm not talking about the people who practice sex tourism. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who have been accepted and taken in by families in West Africa, like Dinah Samir. I'm talking about people like that, who've been taken in and adopted and who have family. Not, this may not be your blood family, but these people have taken you in as if you are family. We don't understand the meaning of that. And those are the things you gotta understand. You gotta understand that the social connections in Africa are worth more than that land you all keep chasing behind and trying to grab. But don't you know, those social connections can get you land for free. You could get acres for free if you're connected with the right people in Africa. But old people, we don't know that. We don't realize that. We still going to Africa thinking our dollar can buy us whatever we want. It can. But it can't buy you love, not in Africa. It can't buy you safety, not in Africa. It can buy you false connections, but it ain't gonna buy you them connections that's gonna keep you safe in the middle of the night. Because everybody in the community know who you are, know who your family are, and you're respected. That's what we don't realize. So this relationship just keeps going from bad to worse. All these women unalived in West Africa alone. I'm sure it's happening all over Africa. But we're talking about West Africa because that's where most of our grandparents come from, whether you like it or not. People, your great-great-great-great-grandparents came from someplace along the coast of West Africa. That's why you're drawn there like that. So your job, if you choose to accept it, your mission, I should say, if you choose to accept it, is to understand Africa. Understand the do's and the don'ts. Understand the rights and the wrongs. So this abusive relationship can end. You disrespect Africa, Africa disrespect you back. And you don't even know when you're being disrespectful because you're going there with your Western ways, offending everybody and their mama, and you don't even know it. And then when you wind up in a messed up situation and nobody knows what happened or nobody's telling what happened, then you want to blame Africa. Like she said in the song, we both end up with scars. You end up with scars, I end up with scars. Because we battling each other. You got to understand, people, the place where you're going. And if you can't understand Africa, and if you can't adapt to African ways, if you can't humble yourself and respect somebody else's culture and respect somebody else's country, then I suggest that you don't go. And that's the first time I ever said that. If you want to participate in sex tourism, I suggest you don't go. If you want to go there and dominate men and run men and you want to be the head of the house, I suggest you don't go. And if you in your 70s and you want to date 20-year-olds, I suggest you don't go. Because while you thinking that's cute and they smiling in your face, oh, you ain't gonna believe what they doing behind closed doors. That's disrespectful, whether you know it or not. You better educate yourself, because y'all got us looking real foolish in West Africa right now. Women acting like men. I don't get that. If you don't want a man, if you don't want to be with a man, I suggest you don't go to Africa. Men run everything. It's where couples live. If you want to be single, if you want to be an independent, strong black woman, stay in America. Go to the West. Go to UK. Go to Germany. Go to any place else but Africa. Because then I won't have to keep looking at these abusive relationships and wonder what's going on. And Africa won't have to end up with scars because her reputation is being damaged. And we don't have to end up with scars because our reputation is being damaged because people are in Africa who do not need to be in Africa, period. Now, I'm going to let Lauryn Hill tell y'all. Because like my grandma always said, I can show you better than I can tell you. All right. This needs to be, Africa needs to be some of y'all's X factor. Okay? Because what's going on in Africa, what I've been seeing and reporting, it ain't good. It ain't good. It's making us look bad, and it's making Africa look bad. Like Lauryn Hill said, we both ending up with scars. All right, so y'all drop y'all comments, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think this is an abusive relationship? Because people don't even understand who they're dealing with? Because there was a pastor named Myles Munroe, and he said that if you don't know the purpose of something, abuse is inevitable. Again, if you don't know the purpose of Africa, abuse is inevitable. If you don't know the purpose of a black woman, abuse is inevitable. If you don't know the purpose of your life, of who you are and what you're supposed to play, what role you're supposed to play in this life, if you don't know your own purpose, then abuse is inevitable. All right, drop y'all comments and tell me what y'all think. What y'all think? Is this the song of the relationship between the Black American and Africa? I think it describes it perfectly. But y'all tell me what y'all think. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Let's listen to Lauryn.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It could all be so simple. But you'd rather make it hard. Yeah, yeah. Loving you is like a battle. Oh, and we both end up with scars. Tell me who I have to be to get some reciprocity. No one loves you more than me. Oh, no one ever will. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. It ain't working. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. This is crazy, yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Crazy, yeah. This is crazy. Care for me. You said you care for me. There for me, there for me. Said you'll be there for me. Cry for me, cry for me. You said you die for me. Give to me, give to me, give to me, give to me. I want to live. 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 I want you. I want you to live. I want you, yeah. You, yeah. Do. I want you to live. Thank you so much for 25 years of miseducation. Thank you, y'all. We'll be right back.